3 enemies to flexibility. And this is all in the book. 3 enemies to flexibility. Tradition, insecurity, and procrastination. Tradition, insecurity, and procrastination. First of all, how many of you think that you're pretty strong with being flexible as leaders? That's one of your, okay. It's one of my better strengths, right? I live in the strategic area. I live in the knowledgeable area. I struggle with change resiliency. I struggle with low aversion to risk. Flexibility depends on the day, right? So God bless you for all of you all who are flexible. But so you probably already know this. Tradition, insecurity, and procrastination. What does tradition sound like?
Comfort zones.
That's how we always do it.
That's how we always do it.
The Auburn way.
Why are we changing this?
That's how we always
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone, which I'll get to in a moment when we talk about change resiliency, but it breeds that. That's how we've always done it. Right? And how many of you know that you can't keep doing the same thing? Right, we've heard that before, right? But that's what it presents as. And I've told, when I first started doing this, I was telling the story about, and I know you all have heard about the ham, the lady who cut the hands, both ends off the ham. Whenever she cooked it, nobody understood why. The daughter asked, "Why are you cutting the ends off the ham?" "Look, my mother taught me to do that. I just, whenever we make Easter ham, we cut the ends off, put it in the oven." Grandmother comes over one day for Easter dinner. The daughter says, "Grandma, Mom always cuts the ends off the ham. Why do you?" She said, "You taught her to do it. Why do we do it?" She said, "Well, because when I was making ham, we had a pan that was this big, so we had to cut the hands off." Now this woman got a house twice the size, hands twice the size, and she's still cutting it because that's the way we've always done it. Think about that in our leadership. Some of you are inheriting leadership roles and responsibilities and perpetuating the stuff that you inherited. Because that's the way we've always done it. Some of you are so inflexible, no offense, some of us, I don't want to project, some of us are so inflexible in our leadership that we set the plan to breed rigidity in the person that's going to take over for us if we're not there. You inherit these lessons plans that today they're supposed to do this. But the atmosphere has shifted when I came here. I want it not. That's what we've always done. That's the way to kill leadership. The next one is insecurity. What does insecurity sound like?
Fear.
You're gonna replace me. You're gonna do it so good. You're my replacement.
Fear.
Yep.
What if they don't like me? What if I do too good a job? What if I don't do? Am I enough? Right? An insecure leader is a dangerous leader to themselves and to those whom they lead. Exhibit A, see flexibility, rigidness, right? Insecurity is dangerous. Now, there's a difference between self-assessment, wondering, am I really prepared to do this? Have I done everything I was supposed to do? There's a difference between that and this deep-seated insecurity of I am not enough. And that's not to say we don't experience it, sometimes even if it's momentary. I've been doing this for professionally more than 20 years. And I am nervous every time that I have to do something. And this is what I was called to do. And I finally settled in my own self. I have enough respect for what I do and the people that I'm called to be in front of to make sure that I'm prepared. There's nothing insecure about me. I have a standard of excellence, and I care enough about the information that I'm sharing because of the domino effect. I know I'm giving you information that's going to become knowledge, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And it's going to be applied in a certain way and affect people in a certain way. So it's okay to have enough healthy reverence, especially in the work that you do, right? In the environments that you're in. I mean, it's okay to think about that and approach that in a very sober manner. But don't let that fear paralyze you. What if? Just be. And then procrastination. We all know what does procrastination sound like?
Leave it for later.
I'll get to it.
Get to it. I'll get to it. Yes.
Some of you all have inherited procrastination plans from other people. You literally got the can that was kicked down the road. Right?
Yep.
There's no success there. We're never going to enjoy success if we don't deal with things head on. And procrastination is that excuse. And even going back to tradition, Oftentimes when I hear that, people say, well, don't you have any respect for history or tradition? Tradition is precedent, right? And I have respect for precedent. I have respect for historical perspective, but I will not allow tradition to be the baton that I beat to excuse the behavior that I'm going to exhibit.